wanted to play some Xenoverse 2 today, but I have stuff that I need to get done. A lot of stuff, in fact. Can I move that, what's it called? My little guy? Can I edit one of these? Yeah. Let's make a new one. Get seen. I got on camera. FaceTime HD. Image. Let's get image. Alright, I may have
Attention, all proud warriors! Have you ever considered joining Time Patrol? As a Time Patroller, you'll prevent history from being changed.
Alright, so...
Our duty is to protect everyone's memories and help return history to the way it should be.
This one doesn't have a camera, so let's see what this adds. That adds literally nothing. This one doesn't have a camera?
We need your help.
I like that.
The only requirements are confidence in your capabilities.
What it looks
and of course, a strong desire to protect history. We've got a school for honing your skills, and a fully equipped item shop. How about it? Why not use your strength to help out a great cause?
I'm not sure why it's not.
We're always on the lookout for powerful warriors.
Okay then, listen carefully. To maintain safety here, in Kantan City, home to the Time Patrol, there are a few rules you must keep.
I guess I can add stuff to that. You know, maybe I might make one of these. I'm gonna take off the... Yeah,
First, firing a Kamehameha within city limits is prohibited. Time Patrollers wishing to fly when not on duty are required to obtain a flying license.
I'll just add to Elgato.
Please help keep Kantan City safe by obeying its traffic laws.
Bring more flavor.
Lastly, any alteration of history is a grave offense.
Anyway, we'll leave it how it is.
Our missions come with...
Alright, we got a few freezers that we haven't turned to 180 yet, even though I'm sure the max cap's going to be 199 in about 2 or 3 more months. So low-key, I don't really need to rush anything. I'll do it later. 24 hours. Ah, fluff is swapped. Alright, what about you? Blah, 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 blah. Pet lover, beach lover. Too much drinking, smoking, and moody. Alright, and I should probably actually speak to these people that I never spoke to. Alright, let's look and see what my skills are looking like. Infinite explosion. I think I was trying like an evil build. Blaster. I think I was debating. Evil eyes kind of brings them to me. I do like the raccoon eraser gun. Let me go try some of this stuff out. I'll be right back.
Greetings. Yes, I'm ready.
I hate games that make moves but don't really scale them to your abilities. Like, these moves are bad. Not in the sense that they're actually bad, but you don't see them. Evil eyes, I used to use evil eyes a lot. It's nice for a nice little knockback, brings it back to me. And then I can go for another attack afterwards if I get it right. Basically, this is a combo. Sometimes you miss, sometimes you don't. Then there's this infinite explosion move, but it's a charge up move. So I can do like a light one. a nice small explosion. So I can do that. If I do that right next to target, I'll get 6,000 damage. Still kind of leaves me vulnerable, but the fully charged move takes a little too long and leaves you really vulnerable. Only gives you extra 2,000. So I guess charging it up isn't too useful. It still leaves you vulnerable and you can't do it in a combo. That's the thing, most moves in this game will only connect in combos, as every time you activate a move, you're very vulnerable. And then Raccoon Eraser Gun, you definitely can't do that style combo. Not a charge move, but... And it does a lot of damage. That's already more than an Infinite Explosion, which takes probably the same amount of time, too, for a fully charged one. So, like, maybe if I don't have enough ki, which I will always have enough ki, I have started doing this, though. That's a nice combo right there, so you don't have to break stamina, and that took a very good chunk of HP. Yeah, it took about like 2 bars worth. Maybe like a bar and a half. I'll probably get rid of the Infinite Explosion because I do love myself an Infinite Explosion. It's just like it's just not it right now. And then I still don't know what I'll use for what's it called. Here, what we're going to do is take everything off. What I really wanted to do was find some strike moves, some strike super moves, because strike supers, they're not bad. I wanted an evil character, and my guy still does okay strike damage. It's not as good as Ki Blast damage, and nor will it ever be as good for my guy, but what's this? Evil Explosion. Now that one's like a very close short range attack. Low-key, if I could find something, you know what, let's do that one moveset. It seems like it has the death moveset. There's like multiple death abilities in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 death key moves. Most of them are the same. I know about 2 of these are Friezas. I think some of these are Janimbas. Death Wave, I could probably have that. Last at least is Death Wave. I could have that be Y because it's very vertical, and I could have Death Slicer. I think that's what it's called. No, Death Slash be that could be X, and this could be. I don't know though, because then I'll have 2 moves that are for range attacks for knockaways. And that's kind of like, that's the real issue right here. Yeah, I'll have 2 moves that are for knockaways, so if I have Cycle Death Bomb, I'll catch him when I knock him away and he'll blow up. It's all a work in progress. Death Slash is fine for right here. Maybe I could find like a nice strike-based move. Let's see, is there any... I do love myself Ginyu style, Ginyu Force Symbol combo, because you can... There's basically a charge hit attack in it, so you can actually break stamina while still attacking, so you don't have to wait for that, what's it called? But you need to do the right combo, which is actually forward and the combo, so I'll have to remember that. Death Chaser, I think I've seen this. It's really good for catching people that really like to fly. It's actually very useful. You know, I could actually just use, yeah. I could use, what is it, Sonic Boom? I really should find out more about how my moves really work, because there's some moves that just do good damage. I think that right there is my favorite Strike Blast move. Death Slash is good for this.
Greetings.
But now I have the ice.
Yes,
thing. I
I'm
have
ready.
the ice thing, and the ice thing was only really useful for those slow moves, because now all these other moves can just be done. Yeah, so I got Drain Charge, Death Wave, and Death Slicer. We'll have him fight. I wish there was like an extra strong, because some guys, I know they can make their gods extra strong, but they don't. What I really like about Death Slash, you're about to see in a moment, you can activate it immediately after Xenoverse. You can activate all your moves immediately after Xenoverse. It's just that, since it has like no... Xenoverse is a really risky move because... Yeah, you can activate all your moves out of the Xenoverse, but you need to also be able to... How do I say it? I tried to dodge it. I really hate that about Xenoverse because sometimes they get hit and you'll just stay there and the hit won't go through. They need to kind of fix Phantom Fist. But he would definitely have hit me if I did nothing. See? See how he hit me just now, but even though he wasn't hitting me before earlier. Death Slash is just a nice little fast move that you can perform after Phantom Fist. Phantom Fist gives you 2 bars of stamina back too. It's very useful. So I kind of want something better. I really want them to fix Phantom Fist because that's just like it's a good move. It's just quite annoying because it can make or break your game. Like you can be doing good or bad, and what's it called? They're about to get you in a combo. You don't have any stamina, so you need to get that Phantom Fist off because 1, it's going to give you stamina, and 2, it's going to let you avoid their attack. And so you just really need to do it, but then you get caught because even though the first move didn't hit, they have enough time to recover and hit you with a second move before you can recover from performing Phantom Fist. Which is just quite inconvenient. There's a lot of aspects about this game that I simply don't like. I'm not going to say they're broken, they just don't work as well as I would hope they would work. You feel me? It's mostly a 1v1 moveset because even though parallel quests are really good for... Well, parallel quests you want a charge because you have time to charge. Where the fluff am I going? Hold on. Oh, no, this is the right place. Alright. You're gonna want time to charge if you have time to charge. I prefer to fight players, and usually they don't give you the time to charge. So instead of wasting a slot to potentially charge, I tried it. Take that. Oh yeah, I do love myself some Drain Charge. I know which one he's for. I can tell when they run away, they show that. Oh, fuck! Down, bud! I'll take that. I was hoping that would combo. Dang it. I think he shows he likes to be. He's an even balance of up close and personal and distance. Let's not do that. Let's go ahead. close one. Hiya! I forgot we are modules, so just throw like that and make it just damage that really quickly. You know, I feel like a nice way to fix this game is to make it that your stamina comes back at not a certain rate every time. So I feel like it should come back. Oh, fluff! See, benefit saying so that you actually get it off. Fluff, you must be also at using dollars. Not really watching for that fire there. Yeah, just because we're not dealing with that, we didn't get our. We're getting Dragon Balls right now. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I feel like this game just a little bit. If they go with stamina, let's say instead of it needing to be, you need to have less than 2 bars of stamina for it to be as slow as it could possibly can be. Let's have it so it's like a slow comeback. It's hard to say, but if you break someone and they're at max stamina, then maybe it should come back slower than usual, even when you hit him at, what's it called? But like, it starts at the bar that you broke them at. So if you break them and they had max stamina, well then they're just not, the stamina might break, but then it comes back instantly, depending on how much stamina they use. Even then, maybe just not break at all. Maybe just not break at all. But of course, a stamina heavy attack should still knock them to the ground and keep them staggered. And there needs to be more heavy knockdown combos, where if they get hit to the ground, they kind of stay staggered on the ground a bit longer. I know there's like a lot, but it needs to be clear what the combo is. I think my heavy knockdown combo is actually a whole light combo. As long as I hit him with a light, it should be fine. But you should be able to perform a move on top of that. Not like a fast move that you can perform with any knockaway. It needs to be a move that you wouldn't naturally be able to perform with a knockaway. You need to be able to perform it only when you do like a heavy attack, a heavy down, or a stamina break. Because there's too many super moves that do good damage, but they take too much time. And I understand that not everybody has 15 bars of ki like I do. Actually, this character only has 10 bars. Regardless, getting ki in this game is so easy. You get ki for doing everything. Anything you do in this game, you get ki. You get ki for dashing. You get ki for perfect blocking. You get ki for taking damage. You get ki for dealing damage. You get ki for even just performing attacks and missing your attacks. You just get ki for everything. So I feel like they make ki too accessible in this game, and that's understandable, because that's really where everybody's abilities come from. They come from the ki they generate. So maybe they need to like nerf the amount of ki you get. Like either make it so you get less ki from doing all that stuff, or some actions don't give you ki, and some actions should take ki away anyway. Like what's that one move? Like these. That shouldn't give me ki, because that is using ki to perform. But you see how my bar is still going up, even though I'm exerting ki, and then I'm charging this just to take more ki because I was consuming more. It's just like it doesn't really make sense. It's not, how do I say it? I just don't like it. So I feel like you shouldn't just get key for everything. Some things actually should take away key. Even some evasives shouldn't just be, hey, you get to evade. Some of them need to be, hey, you get to evade, but you also have to take key. I know that's like, oh, well, that's like a worse evasive than usual. Well, some evasives do need to be a little nerf. You feel me? Like that one evasive where they just like throw me up in the air and do a ton of damage while also avoiding my attack. It's like, that could probably kill me. That could kill me right there. That's a really good evasive. I know it takes an extra bar of stamina. And while we're on the fact about stamina, evasives should not go below 10, below 2, should not go to 2 bars of stamina. I don't know who said, hey, let's make it so some evasives cost less because they're not as good. No. Maybe some evasives should just cost more. I know stamina is like a really good substance, but if the move's just that good, then it should cost more stamina to perform. It's just how it's exactly how it should be. This super back jump, the super back jump. Maybe if you perform the move before you get hit, before you take damage, before you're in a combo, then it can take 2, just like a normal. Just like if you evade and you didn't get hit yet, it only takes 1 instead of 2. Just takes 1 less. Maybe they could just do that, and then when you get hit, it takes 3. And then some moves might even take 4. If you don't have 4 bars of stamina, we're nearing 100. Everybody's 20 levels away from being level 200. The max cap is 180 right now. So if you don't have stamina, I have nothing in my stamina. Nothing. I remember I used to play this game with literally 3 bars of stamina. Now, that's not even a possibility. You gotta play it with the amount of stamina you have.
Hi!
But I'm playing. That, I'm not sure if that should cost key as well, but it's also maybe cost a little bit of key. Like a bar. Because it has to. He endears himself. Fluff! I was hoping not to get hit. See that move? See that not cost key? Each person just performed it like multiple times. And it didn't do as much damage as that one. Fluff, I didn't even mean to do that. Oh well, guess that means he just has the key to do whatever he wants now. Are you serious? And it's so fast, I don't even have the time to Phantom Fist it. I have to like preemptively Phantom Fist it so I don't take too much damage. Because she can kill me with that. Damn it. Really just to bring back flashes. I'm surprised he just took that. We didn't get a Dragon Ball from that. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I think it was talking about key and stamina consumption. That some things just need to take up more stamina and more key. Like, maybe not take up more stamina, but like, there's no reason that what's it called? You know, the Beast Awaken combo. Like, the full Beast Awaken combo, you can't even really perform a stamina break in the middle of it because it takes too long. If they have no stamina, let's say they're not broken, but they have no stamina, they're as low down as they can be while still not having stamina. They get stamina the longer they're in the combo. Like, they don't get, like, the small stamina if you were floating in the air. No. They get stamina. They gain extra stamina as long as they're in the combo, which doesn't fully make sense. Because last I checked, if someone is whooping my butt, I'm probably draining stamina taking those hits. Maybe not too much stamina, because I'm not dealing the hits. You probably drain more stamina throwing a punch than taking one. But if I'm getting whooped, I'm probably gonna be out of breath just from the beating alone. Especially if they have that one move where you hit them in the stomach, that really knocks the air out of you. Shows that it knocks the air out of them too, because it staggers them long enough to even give Frieza races a proper stamina break. Take that. I was really hoping not to get hit. Oh! Alright, doing this. Oh, shoot! I'm fucking dumb. This is all. I'm good. Should that not take stamina? First off, that took only 2 bars of stamina. That should take ki because he had to imbue himself with ki to get that fire around him. If I did the fire move that surrounds me with fire, costs 3 ki bars, would that not take ki? I'm just saying, some of these really need to go back to, some of these need to actually take ki along with stamina. Like, you can just take, you can just simply just be like, alright, you take stamina. Or be like, and maybe you can make it so, I forgot that's still on, hold on. As I was saying before, you can simply just make it so you were just taking, here, let me move this like this, probably gonna switch to mode combat in a second. How do I say? You can make it so it's just stamina. That's all you take. Some of these moves, that's alright. That's good enough for me. But, like, even if you have to make some of these moves take 50% ki, or it doesn't take the full 100 bar, that would be reasonable because that's what you're doing. You're still exerting stamina, are you not? That works as a down knock. That's very good to know. Look at that. Still no Dragon Balls. We're collecting Dragon Balls purely because we're about to... I want to level up my guy. And when I level him up, I'm going to have to change some of my stats. Because I think I have over 184 in Ki, but now it takes about 134 just to get 50 bars of Ki. So I don't necessarily need to have nearly 200 Ki. That's like a whole waste of... about 30... About 30 to 50. What's it called? Points. All of it. The fruits of this thing have to stand on top. This is our standard work right here. It just only works on the back. Alright. What the fluff, man? Here, let's go ahead and take the rest of that piece if you don't want it. Oh, God. Oh, fluff. And you know what this is to add as well? Friendly fire. I know that sounds crazy. Why would they add friendly fire to a fighting game? Oh, Alright, it's fine. Freeze. Whoops. Alright. Alright, let's see. Still know what it's called. I know that sounds dumb. I don't know if it actually sounds dumb. Low-key, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't like the idea of friendly fire in Xenoverse 2 because that means you get hurt by your teammates' abilities. But that's the thing, though. In Xenoverse 2, if you're playing a 2v3 against players and the other 3 decide, and one of your teammates dies, and the other 3 say, hey, let's just jump him, you literally have no defense. Because you're gonna get staggered with every hit you take. So, obviously, you need to change that around so you don't get jumped. Like, my I can probably handle the fight most of the time. What's it called? I probably could actually. I saw you before I actually went out. Damn. for the key and the stamina compared to the actual body. You can actually see the stamina go away before you notice their body. Oh! Wait! I thought I Phantom Fisted. Alright, I'm about to kill him. Do it. Do it. You won't. 1, 2. Alright. Alright, still no Dragon Ball. Do I have all Dragon Balls? I wouldn't have all Dragon Balls, would I? Probably do. Anyway, I think I really just need to fight any. All the players in this game are cheesy nowadays. And there's nothing wrong with a bit of cheese. The game allows you to be cheesy, so I don't blame someone for taking advantage of that. Especially when the game developers just don't care.
Hi!
I know people say, oh, I see this game developer play and cancel and stuff. Not that you can't use the cancel, but it just means you don't take advantage of it. Which I have to say, that would be dumb. That would be dumb. Maybe key stuns. Maybe they didn't intend for key stuns to be in the game. But key cancels? You didn't need to make key cancels. You just had to make your animation shorter. Because essentially a key cancel just cancels out the animation, which would leave you vulnerable for a time. Because you need to be left vulnerable. You shouldn't be just like, alright, I should be able to hit you as much times as I want with 0 consequences. That's why most people hate male Earthlings, because they have an XY combo, meaning they could constantly attack you, and low-key, you just have to have a better defense than they have attack. And their attack is very fast. It's very fast and very annoying to deal with. And they have fun doing that. Low-key, I don't know how they have fun with it. I think they're the type of people that send you a message later and they don't have fun with the attacks themselves. They have fun when they say you're trash, because they know that's going to upset you, because they know they didn't really, all they did was press X and Y the entire game, and that was just good enough. It's not that you're trash, it's that they have, what's it called? Iframes? No, not iframes. They have, I don't know what it's called, but basically, they just don't have any, I don't know, hold on. I'm trying to think, maybe I forget what fighting is. I'll take this. But that's okay. You already have I'm really trying to slow down my reaction time so I can counter that thing. Whoops, I thought he was right there. Alright, that's a Dragon Ball right there. I don't know what I was talking about. Something about... How do I say? I guess you just aren't left vulnerable long enough. I think I have a lot of ideas of this game. Some of them might be good, some of them might be bad. In the end, I'm not sure if they're right or wrong, but I feel like it's kind of action we can find out. Like, if someone like me, just a random Joe, has these ideas, I'm sure if certain game developers could come up with them. Like, I know there, what's it called? Japanese, so even if I put that, I have to convert Japanese and everything probably gets lost in translation. Well, it's probably best to learn how to code so I can show. I know someone could be like, that wouldn't work. Friendly fire would make things difficult. Like maybe you don't have to have friendly fire in parallel matches and PQs or in the raid matches or even in the raid botches or expert missions. Maybe you don't need it against PvE. Because most PvE guys, they kind of fight you one-on-one. Even if you have, how do I say it? They fight you one-on-one, even if there's two of you guys, as long as one guy's locked onto one person, they're locked on the other person, they usually don't drop you. So you don't have to worry about getting jumped. Even when there are like 100 guys, it's like difficult because you can't be but players are better. Yeah, it's just like, this isn't like Call of Duty, where you could win a 1v3. It's not like Apex, where you could win a 1v3. This is Xenoverse. It was really designed for one-on-one encounters. And now we're gonna get
Mind if I cut in? Show me your real
Oh, you know what we're on the topic of...
You handled yourself well there.
I hate when they give you an NPC, but they do like no damage, and they also take Alright, we got one Dragon Ball for that. Alright, we're gonna get off of this. I have a lot...
Just how strong are you gonna get?
I have a lot to say about this game. But not everything really needs to be said. You feel me? Plus, I don't really know how to put everything I have into words. All my ideas. And I would like to hear some feedback from some players, even though when I hear it, I'm probably not going to really take them into full account anyway.